As for Marcus Stroman, Bruce Levine reported this on the weekend. He is a radio reporter in Chicago who is relatively well-sourced, although more so with the White Sox, I think, than the Cubs. Marcus Stroman would make this rotation. Well, he would certainly give you a lot of cover in the event that Kevin Gausman, this thing lingers. It protects you against Alek Manoah being more like the Alek Manoah we saw earlier in the year. Before the Jays go all in to get a starting pitcher, I think they need to know where they are with Hyunjin Ryu. They need to know where they are with Kevin Gausman. If this is just temporary, I don't think that Stroman would be a fit for them. I think they would rather take that money and spend it on an eighth inning. Sorry, take that money. I think they'd rather focus on an eighth inning arm. Mm-hmm. I think they'd rather focus on another hitter. And, when Marcus Stroman was traded by the Blue Jays to the Mets, it was not a pretty picture. Mm-mm. Management has changed. The manager has changed. The coaching staff has changed. The GM hasn't changed. I don't know if that would preclude this. If it's me and the Jays are all in and I have a shot to get Marcus Stroman and it still allows me to do something else, I would take a look at it. But I just don't know. I don't know if the fracture we saw with this between this organization and Marcus still exists. And I don't buy into the whole
out of sight, out of mind. Cure that. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe. I don't listen. Everything you hear about Marcus Stroman is he's a pretty good teammate. So, and we know he can pitch. And the dude is a beast. Like he doesn't get hurt. And man, he's turned into such a reliable pitcher. And you know what? He does give you a bit of swagger, right? He gives you a little bit of swagger. But I just don't, like I said, if it had ended smoothly, and I don't know, maybe things are fine now. If that's not an issue and Marcus Stroman is out there, I mean, I certainly would not look at acquiring him.
Well, a lot of that has to do with Gausman, right? If Gausman's thing, which we are led to believe is okay and it's precautionary and, you're going to take every precaution that you can to make sure he's 100% before he comes back out. And anytime you're dealing with anything in the midsection.
Stroman to make this rotation so good. Oh, my God. And the trickle-down effect of that. And this is another thing. Now, if Chad Green comes back and Chad Green can be your eighth inning guy, then maybe you don't need to go out and add that eighth inning guy. And now, maybe you look at the starting pitching. I wouldn't dismiss it. Again, I would have to have somebody tell me, you know what, the relationship between Marcus Stroman and Ross Atkins is so bad that they wouldn't make a deal. That's the only way. I would sit there and tell you that I can't see it happening.
We only know what we've heard, and we don't know the real answer to that. So I just have to ask you, going out and getting one bat, would that cure all? Or going out and loading up on another veteran guy who has a power sinker, who can keep the ball in the yard and pitch well down the stretch, and the lights don't seem to matter. And I'm with you. Occasionally in the American League East, with the next 25 games that they have to play against the East and their record against the East, you got to have a little backbone. Like, you got to have a little, it's me against you. I'm tired of this. I get back to that relationship. From what I heard, it's not real good, but
different. Now, the pitching coach, my understanding,
out of sight, out of mind.
My understanding was the pitching coach wasn't it? Was Pete the pitching coach when Stroman was there?
Absolutely. He's been a pitching coach for a long time.
Okay. There wasn't an issue there. So I don't know.